Hey, love buds. Welcome or welcome back if you've been before. Um, it is literally 3:30 going on 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm wide awake. Apparently, I'm suffering from some form of insomnia or some nocturnal sleeping schedule that is just weird. I've tried taking melatonin. I even upped the milligrams. Did not work. I told my doctor about it. She wrote me a prescription for trazodone. Let you guess how that's going. I'll give you a hint. I'm up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I figure I might as well talk to my lovely people. All right. Um, One good thing is, if you know, do you guys notice any difference in my lighting? I mean, it's not perfect because I haven't gotten it all figured out yet, but I dusted off a ring light that I've literally had for years and never used. Why, do you ask? Because I was dealing with toxic situations and toxic people. And those things will hinder you from the things that you need to do with your life. Abuse and fighting and all that stuff will stop your progress. It will ruin your life. And that will bring me to the conversation I'm going to have. Okay? But I'm proud of myself. I dusted off my ring light. I actually put a video on my channel today. And for the last 6 months, I've been on the clock app doing, pretty good with that. I can't say that I'm like on top of everything so consistent, but I've been dusting myself off, and trying to get to where I know I'm trying to go, which should have been years ago, but late is better than never, right? Anyway, that brings me to the conversation that I was thinking that I want to have with you guys. I would like for people to be more mindful of what they say to survivors of trauma and abuse, when they're trying to talk sense into them. Because a lot of people don't understand the concept of, if you haven't gone through it and you don't relate, and maybe if you do, even sometimes being a good friend or a good person or a support system is just to listen. Unfortunately, people feel obligated to say something, and way too many people jump at the opportunity to tell themselves that they're putting knowledge on people, that they're showing people the light. It's like an internal thing where they take pride and, oh, I think I changed that person's life. I done told them something that put a whole light bulb in their head, and they will literally, with the craziness that they come with. It's one of my pet peeves. People talking to people that take every opportunity to feel like they're teaching you something. They're it's very annoying to me. Anyway, so I do understand that when you see someone in pain, you want to help them. You want to say something that's going to help them. But not everything you say is going to help them or even make sense, especially if you don't relate to their situation. Okay? So, as you guys know, since October, I've been speaking out about my own situations of abuse and trauma. And my family was not happy about it. Okay? It all started back in July. And then finally in October, I was like, screw that. No more censoring myself to protect these people who have hurt me my whole life. And that's why I've been speaking out. But because I've been speaking out, these people have tried everything they could to back me down, shut me down, and everything. I've been threatened. I've been manipulated. Well, they tried to manipulate. But good thing for me, I'm not the same person I used to be all these years of my life. stuck in a cycle of trauma and abuse to the point where you think it's normal for people to fight you about speaking out about your truth, so you just shut up. And that's been my thing my whole life. Like, I've just been dealing with traumatic and toxic situations because that's what people do when this is what they've lived through. They get so used to it that they feel like, oh, you know, because my family was toxic, the toxic boyfriend must love me, because that's what love is to be toxic. No. I have grown so far past that, and I'm glad that I did, so that when these people started their actions to silence me and manipulate, threaten everything that they were doing, I saw it with clear eyes. And all I could think was, wow, these are the parts that these people played my whole life. This is why I've been silent my whole life. It's not just the person that was physically violent. They're the people that are manipulative, the people that are willing to chop you down at the knees and try to hurt you and say really, really messed up stuff and switch the situation to all kinds of stuff. And you're seeing it clearly now. So it's like, wow. You know, it was very hurtful that the people, some of these were the last people I would have thought to participate in this. And they did it. So now here I am with the conversation about watching what you say to people. Okay? Because my whole life was filled with this trauma. Even when I was away from my family, I still had residual effects that I was struggling with. At this point, I'm literally at the end of my life. I have sickle cell. We already have a shortened lifespan. And I'm trying to put myself together at this point in life. I'm trying to figure out who I'm supposed to be and what I want for myself at this point in life. Because who I am is not who I chose to be. Who I am is a product of what I went through. And I don't like all of it. So that being said, we go to the part where people need to be mindful of what they say. Because after all that, telling me something like, oh, life is too short, tomorrow isn't promised, you need to forgive. It translates to, life is too short. Like, your life is short. So you need to go take what's left of your life, your short life, and give it back to the people that have ruined your life up until now. You need to turn back around and go back to your cycle of abuse, because these people ain't going to change. At this point in time, for me to stand up and these people let me know, hey, we're going to go against you. We're going to try to shut you up. And if we can't shut you up, we're going to shut you out. These people have no remorse. They're not trying to change anything. We're not talking about group therapy. They're just trying to convince everyone that I'm mentally unstable and all kinds of stuff. That proves to me that there is no changing with these people. But you're going to tell me life is too short, so go spend the rest of your life with the people that ruined what you've gone through so far. Go make it worse for yourself. And then people are so far that they want to make you feel bad. Like, oh, you're going to regret. My mother's like, I hate to say it that way, but one foot in the grave. COPD. One of the issues I recently had when, craziness happened, because I'm trying to hold on to her because she doesn't have that much time. But me trying to hold on to her put me in a situation where me going to her house, I have my sister telling me that I'm creating drama because I shouldn't be there, because my abusive sister should be able to come and be free and avoid accountability. Even telling me, oh, now I'm so messed up, I'm making it so that The children can't go see my mother. So I left. Why should I be where I'm not wanted? Why should I sit there and let myself get hurt dealing with this situation where someone's blatantly telling me, you, the victim, are supposed to leave because you make your attacker uncomfortable? These people aren't going to change anything. Don't come to me and tell me, oh, life is short and you're going to regret the fact that you separated from your family and tomorrow's not promised. My tomorrow wasn't promised when these people decided to fill my life, my short life, with pain. I already have health issues. I already live literally in physical pain, tired, going through stuff. And these people hurt me. They caused me pain. They caused me problems. And I have to deal with people coming to tell me some things that sound pretty, that you could go read off of a meme on Facebook. Do you see how senseless that sounds, to tell somebody who's literally escaping a cage that they've been stuck in their whole life to go back into the cage? Because that's what'll make you a better, you'll be a good person then. You have to forgive people. And honestly, I've forgiven so much in my life and accepted abuse, accepted wrong mistreatment way too many times. I'm that person that will forgive people way too many times. But I have a different view of forgiveness, okay? At this point, forgiveness to me is a concept that comforts the guilty while blaming the victim, okay? Because forgiveness is used in a totally wrong manner. It's very twisted how forgiveness is used to guilt and shame a victim, to say you're not a good person if you don't forgive the person that hurt you. It takes all the weight off of the shoulders of the culprit, of the abuser. So basically, the world is trying to teach you that a person can do whatever they want to do to you. And if you don't just brush it off and say it's okay, you're the bad guy. It relieves the abuser of all accountability, the way forgiveness is used. And at the end of the day, oh, you have to forgive for yourself, for healing. Forgiveness doesn't heal you. Inner work, self-work, the time you take to work on yourself, that's what's healing for you. If you want to forgive someone, forgive yourself for not understanding the gimmick of it all earlier. You know, maybe for staying there too long. Forgive yourself. But people who have no remorse and don't care, they don't deserve forgiveness. That's basically like you're betraying yourself to make your monster feel better. Forgiveness doesn't heal you. Time, working on yourself, learning to love yourself, that's what brings you healing. And then at the end of the day, half the people that are preaching forgiveness are liars. Because, oh, forgive but don't forget. Oh, I forgive you, but I don't mess with you anymore. That's basically you did not forgive that person. You're just saying, I forgive you. That's not going to heal anything. You know? It'll make the problematic person feel better about their life. Oh, they forgive me. Everything I did to them, it's okay. Don't watch what you say to victims of trauma and abuse. Because these are just dumbass concepts that people are coming at me with and throwing in my face to what? At the end of the day, I refuse in any way, shape, or form let someone come tell me I'm the bad guy, I'm mentally unstable, I was told that, oh, because I'm angry and I feel rage, that I'm not on a path to healing. People will say whatever they want to say to manipulate you. Okay? So being a person that cares about somebody and wants to help them, please be mindful of what you say. Because at the end of the day, it might just be better to not say anything at all. You don't always have to say something. You don't always have to figure out what to say to fix something. Sometimes being a good person of support is to just sit down and listen. Maybe give somebody a hug when they're crying. But don't try to make them feel like they're doing something wrong because they walked away from the things that are hurting them. Do you not understand the concept of you're the bad guy because you didn't forgive someone? Like, the world is twisted. And I can't allow people to bring me back into a place of self-loathing. Why should I be ashamed or guilty about the fact that I want to hold my abusers accountable? They don't get a free pass, okay? So just think about this the next time you want to talk to somebody and you feel like you're saying positive things or whatever. Because just reciting some quote that you have in the back of your head is not going to work. It's not. Okay? I literally had someone quote some stuff that you could read off of social media and get loud all in my face not too long ago. And I was like, really? Like, you see me sitting to myself, you asking me what's going on. I was like, nah, I'm not fucking with people right now. I just kind of been to myself. And you turn around and tell me, oh, you just need to cut out what don't serve you. Didn't I just say I cut people off because I want to be to myself? And you're literally getting, you need to cut out what don't serve you. But one of those people that feel like they need to put people on to knowledge. That's not even an original thought out of your own brain. You're literally getting loud with someone just to force some kind of concept that you read off of social media. So please don't do that to people. Stop it with the common quotes when people are in pain, when people are going through real life situations. Not everything is a reason for you to get on a soapbox and open your damn mouth. Maybe it's better to stay silent than to say something stupid. But that's what I wanted to say, you guys. Hopefully, I mean, I don't try to be offensive or anything, but hopefully somebody will think about it and be like, yeah, you know, that makes sense. Or maybe even think about it and say, oh, that's why my friend was offended. Maybe you have the opportunity to apologize for saying the wrong thing or whatever. But either which way, please, please, please stop throwing common quotes at people who are going through pain in real life situations. Okay? It makes no sense. And it's not fair. Anyway, love you guys. Mean it. I will talk to you guys soon. I'm probably going to journal or something or read or try to put myself to sleep some kind of way. Do you, love you, serve yourselves, be good to yourselves, and all that good jazz.